association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Quinn Broadcasting's inaugural broadcast of semi-pro football, the Northeast Atlantic Football League game between the Cumberland Cobras and visitors are the New Jersey Militia. This should be a very interesting game because these two teams are pretty much in their first years of competition. And we have some interviews with the head coaches that you're going to be seeing shortly. My name is Fred Melendez. I'll be soon joined by my colleague and color person, Ariel Melendez. And we have some interviews, as we mentioned, with the head coaches. So we're going to go ahead and take a pause now and be back with those interviews in just a moment. Stay with us for some great football action.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday!
Birthdays and homework. The upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance. Our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, as Quinn Broadcasting embarks on a new entity. It's called the Northeast Atlantic Football League. It's a semi-pro league, and we have a team in Cumberland County, the Cumberland County Cobras. We have our head coach, George Gibbs, with us. And, Coach, just an overall picture of how this team came to be.
Well, this is our first year, and basically we just coming together, bringing the community together. You know what I mean? Trying to get these young men off the streets. Mm-hmm. You know, we got a lot of athletes here in Cumberland County, and we basically just, you know, give them a platform where they can show their talent. And you know, it's exciting. It's exciting.
Now, the way that this originated, how did you get the word out to players that we're having a football team? There was auditions, practices, or how did the team get selected?
Well, what happened was in the beginning, the owners came together. You know, they, of course, gave me a call and they said we want to put a team together. So what we did, we went to social media, which is probably the best. It's everything. It's the best thing to do right now. And a lot, you know, I coached a lot of players. I coached for over 20 years. So you know, a lot of the players I knew. You know, and when they found out we was coaching, me and my brother and other coaches like Coach Jeff, a lot of players wanted to play. You know, they came out and they're excited. So we're here, man.
Now, as long as you're out of high school, you're eligible for the league. There's no age restrictions?
It's from 18. The oldest player on our team is 48. So.
Okay. Even Tom Brady didn't play to 48, I don't think. He tried, but he didn't make it. How would the lead-up practices, how's the weeks that you put in, how'd they come along?
Oh, great, man. It was a little rocky at first. You know, getting guys to come to practice, you know, these are grown men, so, you know, they have jobs and they have their families. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we try to work around everybody's schedule. But, you know, the good thing is that these guys are passionate about the sport. So, you know, they figured out a way to get out there and perform and practice hard. So we're excited.
So this is the first game. Everybody's got their adrenaline flowing. What's your basic expectations for today? Man,
these guys are going to come out and they're going to dominate. They're going to dominate. They're excited. You know, the pep rally gave them a little boost. Mm-hmm. You know, they're excited. So we're going to come out. We're going to dominate. We're going to play. You know, we know our strengths. So we're going to play to our strengths. You know, we have a great line, great running backs, receivers. We got a good quarterback, Steven Chestnut, who's going to be the, you know, man on the offense. So, you know, he's a coach on the field.
Did you push your order in to Mother Nature for the weather, or what happened here?
Well, we heard that it was going to rain, and so we were just like, you know what? You know, the weather is always 50-50, so you never know if it's going to really rain or it's going to be hot, warm, so you never know the weather. So we prepared for everything.
I'm going to tell you, we're excited to have these games on. The home games, we're going to be here for you, whoever you're playing the home games. I don't think we can make the away games, but nonetheless, we're excited to be the ones that are broadcasting your games, so have a good day today.
Thank you. Thank you, Quinn Broadcast. Let's go.
George Gibbs, the head coach of the Cumberland County Cobras in the Northeast Atlantic Football League. It pays to make notes. We'll be right back with more in just a moment.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices.
Bring them back.
Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Once again, we're very excited here at Quinn Broadcasting to be presenting the Northeast Atlantic Football League semi-pro action between the Cumberland County Cobras and the New Jersey Militia. We have the head coach for New Jersey with us, Tiny McCray. Welcome to the program here, and tell us a little about how your team got organized, because I know you were mentioning it's tough to organize a semi-pro team.
Right. We had started out earlier in the season as the Jersey Shore Invaders, and then we had made some staff changes, and after that we went over to the New Jersey Militia. And we have a lot of good talent on the field. We have a lot of, helpful coaches, and I think that we have a lot to present.
Okay. Do you want to mention the assistant coaches that you have?
We have one of our assistant coaches is Norris Das. We have another assistant coach, which is Greg Buchalski, and then we have Sebastian Bach. He's our last one. All of them are good coaches, a little bit lacking in experience, but they're coming up pretty quick.
Well, you get experience by going ahead and play, so that's the one thing. Tell us about some of your key players, mention their names, positions, and what we can look for from them.
We have Justin Hans. He's a great quarterback. We have Ernest Reevy. He's also a quarterback. Dan Kellett is a very fast running back. He's a 4.3 40 guy. Really good on the field as far as hands go. He can catch the ball. He can run the ball. We have a lot of wide receivers. So we're very good. We're loaded up on wide receivers as far as that goes. We have Matt Goss. He's our tight end, about 6'6". Played for the University of Albany. So he's a good asset to the team. Defensively, we have a lot of good players. We have two very dominant cornerbacks. We have very dominant safety. Our linebacking core, we're running a 3-5-3, and our 3-3 in the middle. It's a very good stack.
Okay. The excitement level, how are the guys, the momentum, the adrenaline, how's it flowing today?
They're ready to go. Lock, cock, ready to rock.
And it's just a matter of getting the experience for all these kids. They're not kids, but they're grown men.
You have some veterans that are coming back on the field that really add to it, because you have the younger kids that are looking up to them. Mm-hmm. But as far as that goes, the younger guys, they have played before, not at the semi-pro level, but they're learning as they go, and they're really enthusiastic about it.
And as far as today's game, what are you looking to see?
We're going to look to get good experience, put everything together we've been doing at practice, and see how it all comes together.
Coach Tiny McCray, the head coach of the New Jersey Militia, back with more football here in Bridgeton on QBC Broadcasting. Stay with us.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Welcome back to Salvy Blandino Field here in Bridgeton, the home of the Bridgeton Youth Football League. And today we have the initial game between the Cumberland County Cobras. They are hosting that team right there, the New Jersey Militia. We don't have any real roster names and numbers to go with the Militia too much, but nonetheless, some of the key players for them, the coach there had told me, Coach McCray had told me that their quarterback is Justin Hans. I think he's going to be wearing number 8, and their key running back will be Don Kellett. So those are the two names that we can be sure of to see a lot of on the Militia squad. And of course, Mr. Coach McCray was basically saying this team was just put together pretty much like the Bridgeton team, and it's going to be interesting to see how this game progresses and the development of each player with each play.
Yeah, it definitely is, as both head coaches said, kind of going to be an exciting game between the two teams. When you have two teams that are just being kind of put together, there's a lot really to look out for and to be able to see. So I think we are going to see a lot of different things in this one. We're going to see how well this field holds up today as well. It's been raining a little bit today. I think I saw a couple players slip a little bit during the pregame, so we're going to see how that holds up as well. But you never know sometimes. We're at the end of March. You never know what the weather's going to be like. We were, mid-60s the other day. Now we're 50s and raining today, so you just never know what you're going to see. But I think we are really going to see, quite an exciting game. Both of these teams in their initial seasons, as you mentioned, so nothing really on the line. In this one, first game of the season, two teams that haven't really have had some practices. We'll kind of see what we get here. But yeah, it's the kind of game I think that you just never know what's going to happen when you have two teams that haven't played before. So I think we're going to see quite a lot today.
And what's great about it is that every player is excited. Both coaches explained to me when we did the interviews at the beginning that these guys just want to play to have passion for the game. It is semi-pro, so they put it together. I don't want to say a shoestring budget or anything, but these players are here because they want to play the game. So I think we're going to see two teams that are going to battle very hard to try to win a game, try to make plays, and of course see what works for them as well. The passing game is going to be interesting, although it's not really raining per se right now. It's raining throughout the day, and there's still a bit of a mist out there. The field itself doesn't look too bad. In doing the interviews, I walked around a little bit. It doesn't really seem like it's going to be a bad footing or anything like that. Of course, I wasn't running on the field, so we'll see how the spikes hold up for that.
I think what I'm kind of interested to see in when you talk to the Cobras head coach, Gibbs, I liked when you kind of asked how old do you have to be to play in this. He said as long as you're 18. He said the oldest player on his team is 48. So it really these teams really span from different ages. So I'm really excited to see kind of that as well, because you never know 18-year-olds, and I don't want to say they're not grown-ups, but how they mesh together, because it's a lot of different age groups you have together. So kind of good to see how they mesh well together on the field. I think that's going to be another thing that I think is going to be exciting to watch, is just to see how they do go with each other. But we keep saying how exciting it's going to be. It's first season.
First game.
Yeah, so we really are, I think, going to see quite a lot of good battle between these two teams, looking to make, if I can get the words out, make a name for themselves a little bit in these games. So I think we really are going to see something pretty good today.
Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and it is the first game. You want to get off on a good start, trying to win your first game and then build the rest of the season. Forgot to ask how many games they play. I think it's 8 games total for the season, 4 home and 4 away. So it's not a prolonged type of season. But nonetheless, these guys right here that you see, number 72, 35, 10, they are here to play some football. They are serious players in terms of wanting to play their best, not to knock out anybody, just to play well and to build a team that is successful.
Yeah, and like Coach Gibbs said, these are guys that have jobs too. Like these are just regular guys that are just looking to have some fun in their spare time. These games every Saturday they're gonna play. We'll be here every Saturday if they have a home game. They're just looking to get out of the house, have a little bit of fun, play a sport that they obviously love and wanted to come out and play. So it really is just going to be, I think, a fun season for these guys.
The referee is talking to the Cobras coaches right there, and on the other side, of course, in the white jerseys with the green numbers are the Militia, the other officials now coming to the sidelines as well. So we're not too far off from getting this season started and the inaugural season for both squads. The Northeast Atlantic Football League, they are playing in that league, the Cumberland County Cobras versus the New Jersey Militia. And just to hope that the rain doesn't play a big factor, it just kind of stays like this. Don't know that the sun will ever come out, but nonetheless, these two teams will both have to deal with the elements. As you watch now, the Cobras are storming onto the field, getting a little bit psyched for the game. And we hope that you're psyched as well, whether you're watching on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, or on Channel 22. Glad to have you with us. Grab all your favorite snacks, maybe a hot dog or two, popcorn, chips.
You're making me hungry. I'd like some of those too. We got fireworks going on out here too. Coach, tell you, for a new team, Cobras really came ready with the theatrics.
There you go.
It's a little hard to see with all the smoke in the air, but it's quite the spectacle down there.
I got wall.
And with that, a nice puff of cloud smoke overtaking the field, so I guess they're going to wait for that to clear out. But you're right, that's the kind of excitement that semi-pro sports provide. You never know what's going to happen next to entertain the fans, get the players psyched. And I know that all the practices, of course, practice is never the fun part, it's the games. So now that we have a game, you can hear the excitement there. The Cobras are pumped up. They are shouting already. And there they are. They're ready to take the field, of course. We'll do our best to get the names and numbers matched up. Rosters are not exactly something that they have here, but we'll do our best to try to get some names out there. Most of all, though, just enjoy the action. We have 4 total games, I believe, during the season, the 4 home games that are going to be here at Salvy Blandino Field. And if you have a Saturday free, and one of those Saturdays are game day here at this field, feel free to come out. Hopefully the weather will turn for the better, and we'll have some sunshine and warmer temperatures to enjoy. But if you love football, these are the kind of games that you want to watch, because these guys are going to put their hearts and souls into doing their best and making some positive results happen here at Salvy Blandino Field in Bridgeton. So as the teams prepare, we are excited to have you here on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live. If you are watching on Facebook, feel free to comment. We'll scan those comments as best as we can, give a couple of shout-outs to those who text us. And as I always tell people, let us know where you're watching from. That's always an exciting thing, because it's not always just New Jersey. We have different states represented. I know Florida has been a common place where people watch from. So feel free to tell us where you're watching the game from, how you feel about the teams, the performances, the game itself, the broadcast, anything you want to say. If it's possible to broadcast it, we will. We don't want to. We're not going to say certain words, and you know what we're talking about. But the 2 teams are on the field, and I think the team captains are just about set to come up and do the coin toss at midfield. Now, I should have asked, but I don't think there's any rules different from regular football. It's not flag football. It's actual tackle football. 1st and 10s and 4 downs. Touchdowns count. 6 points, field goals 3. So it's just football, but just at a semi-pro level. And you can see a whole crew of the Cobras coming out, and the trailer.
Well, and you can kind of see, obviously, the Cobras go a couple more players than the Militia, so it kind of makes you see all of them going up for for the handshakes right now. And I think the kind of the good thing about semi-pro, you talk about how it's really not that much different than it is in the professional leagues. The big difference probably is that, yeah, these guys, I'm not saying professional football players aren't having fun, because you get paid to do that. I'm sure you're having a lot of fun, but these guys just out here to play because they want to play. That's almost when it's a little bit better, because they're really here just because they love the game of football. So they're going to go out there and they're going to give it everything they have, because what else is there to do? So I think we really are in for a good season between, not even just Cumberland, obviously the other teams in this league, but Cumberland in their first season. So really excited for what we're going to have here.
Okay, the coin toss is just about to happen. The referee has shown the coin to both teams. The call is made, and the coin flip is won by... The suspense is overwhelming.
Looks like he's talking to the Militia, so I'm going to assume they were the ones to win the toss. Yeah, because the Cobra right there was telling them which side they want to defend. So I'm going to assume, I don't know, as semi-pro, do we defer like it always seems like it happens in the professional level? Is that how it works? You always defer. You never won the ball first.
And the Militia apparently have deferred because the referee indicating that the Militia will be kicking off to the Cobras. And we're just a couple of seconds away from the actual start of today's game. And another funny thing about the semi-pro angle of this, I was talking to Coach McRae for the Militia, and he said that these jerseys they kind of had to borrow from I don't know if it was a school or a college, but they're not their regular uniforms. So that's another thing about semi-pro.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes when you don't. I don't know if you don't have anything ready, or you just sometimes you got to piece together what you can. I'll tell you what I appreciate, that we got some bright numbers.
Yes.
I appreciate that we've got bright numbers, big numbers. What I like about football is even being this far away, I can actually see the numbers. So I really do appreciate that, especially when we don't really have a lot of names for the Militia. I've got a little bit, but I don't know if my numbers are correct. So good to be able to see, at least give these guys a little bit of credit on who they are.
If we have to do it by numbers, we do it by numbers. A lot of color by numbers out there, so why not football by numbers?
Nice to know we're that close.
Now, it looks like they're setting the clock for the time. I'm guessing they're going to play 15-minute quarters.
Well, I think they're counting it down now, so I'm not sure if they're going to be a little bit more of a warm-up, or they had 12 minutes on the clock earlier and hadn't changed since before then, so I'm not quite sure, because it's counting down. We haven't started yet, so.
Well, as we mentioned, we'll try our best to match some names with numbers. We have the Cobras roster. We do not have the Militia's roster, so we'll have to just rely on numbers for them. But again, some of the key players, quarterback Justin Hans, number 8, and Dan Kellert, a running back. So those are the two main players that Coach McRae talked about.
And it's actually the Militia who are kicking off.
Right.
So I'm going to assume that, yes, they did defer. And the Cobras were just picking what side they wanted to receive from. So they'll get the ball first. Militia will obviously then get the ball in the second half.
So we're just about set for football, semi-pro football, the Northeast Atlantic Football League in session here at Salvy Blandino Field. 15-minute quarters as the clock is set. Got to try to get that football just right. You see a nice close-up of the way they set up. Looks like he's going to have to wind up holding it for the kicker. So we'll be number 9 with the kick. The referee blows the whistle, and we are set to start this game. Glad to have you with us here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and on Channel 22. The ball is at the 25, returned across the 40, and near the 45, actually beyond the 45. So a fine return and great field position for the Cobras to start the game. That was Ryan Shelton on the return. Well, it's pretty nice when you have half the field already covered on your first possession.
Yeah, that's not going to hurt you on your first drive.
Ball is spotted at the 48-yard line. The Cobras on the offense.
Nope, sorry. Forgot about that part.
First play of their inaugural season coming up here. At the quarterback spot, number 15, Stephen Chestnut, I formation. Handoff to the deep man across the 50, bouncing free and near a first down. A very good opening run by Tyson Still right up the gut.
Yeah, it looks like, and I think not a little bit surprising, that the running game I think is going to play a big factor in this one. I have a feeling these quarterbacks might keep the ball on the ground for a little bit, just to keep it a little bit safe, but the running game, and we even saw it on the kickoff, looks like it's going to be pretty good for this team.
So a 9-yard pickup just shy of the first down. Just a yard to go for a first down for the Cobras on 2nd and 1. Again, same formation. Up the middle, they have it across the 50-yard line. Looked like the reaction there looked like it might have been fumbled, but he still has the ball. So no fumble and a first down. Same running back. Chestnut taking it right up the gut. First and 10 inside the 40-yard line in the territory of the New Jersey Militia. Trying to get on the board right on their opening drive are the Cobras. Back to throw, has time, airs it out, and it is incomplete. Unable to reel that one in. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Pass intended for number 87, and that is Brandon Dollaway. Second and 10, we'll call it the 39-yard line of the Bandits. Or the Militia, I'm sorry. I knew I was going to do that. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Again, rolling to his left, comes back to the right, throws it up, and he caught it, but
I think he did.
Not much of a forward advancement, though, to be honest.
Yeah, he slipped, and I was wondering if that was going to be a factor or not. And this one, if it's still going to be a little bit muddy from the rain earlier.
Get another look as to whether or not he caught it. The blocking held up just enough. And, yeah, you're right. The footing is going to be a little treacherous.
But it's still impressive enough to be able to make that catch. But it looks like we do have a timeout on the field. I believe it was the Militia that just called their first timeout.
Well, here's a key third down play right away. 3rd and about 8. The Militia talking things over, seeing if they can prevent any score on this opening possession by the Cobras.
Yeah, the first couple of plays looked like it was going to be a good drive for the Cobras, but they've kind of stalled a little bit once they went to the air game.
It's never easy to pass in conditions like this, especially if there's any kind of drizzle. And I'm looking around for a flag. I don't see any flag to see if there's any wind blowing, but nonetheless, it's not an ideal day for the passing game. So 3rd down, a long 8. Ball is just inside the Militia 38-yard line. On 3rd down, handoff, running to the left. He's got a bit of a lane. He's going to get a first down across the 30, 20, and near the 10-yard line. A very strong run to the left this time. And the Cobras have a big first down. That is number 4 on the dash, Kenzie Williams. And boy, did he come up big on that.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. Going back to the run game, that's really been a strong point for them in this opening drive. You always want to go back to what works. They tried the passing game a couple times. Were able to complete it on the second one, just weren't able to really get a lot of use. So, what's working? It seems like the run game is really going to be it for them.
First and goal, it looks like it's right at the 10-yard line based on the fact that the down markers are not being used. Quarterback gets it off, and it's caught in the end zone for a touchdown. How's that for a start to your season?
That was quite.
Well, he had two men there, so he had a pretty good chance of completing it. And the touchdown is scored by the Cobras.
Top camera doesn't got the deep corners of the end zone. Okay, good job.
Here's a look at the play once again. Good snap. Just got the ball off.
Yeah, right in the back of the end zone, too.
Great catch in the back of the end zone right there. That's number 15. Or number 6, I'm sorry. That would be Cam Bell on the reception. Oh, they didn't give him a touchdown?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, so the extra point kick coming. Snap is good, kick is up, and the kick is through.
And the football is gone.
So again, a very impressive opening drive, opening kickoff return, and the Cobras are on the scoreboard first. With 12:05 left in the first quarter, it's 7-0 Cobras. We'll be back in just a moment.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, a touchdown on the opening drive, so the Cobras getting exactly the kind of start. They got a great kickoff return, and they went 48 yards in 7 plays. Some good passing, definitely some good running. So the combination running and passing looks pretty good for the Cobras, at least on that first possession.
Yeah, and to be able to get down the field, I'd say rather quickly on that opening drive. A good start to the season there for the Cobras, especially to get a touchdown on their opening drive. Running game really worked for them. We'll see if they kind of stick with that for a little bit. We're able to get the passing game in at the end, especially that throw. That touchdown throw was a bullet to the back of the end zone.
And it was put in the right spot so the catch could be made by Cam Bell. Quarterback Stephen Chestnut on the passing end of that. Now we have two men almost colliding inside the 15. Gets it across the 15. What an open field tackle. Get the number of that bus that just struck. That's how you make a field tackle on a kickoff. So they'll spot the ball at around the 22-yard line. And I have a feeling the return man's going to know that he was hit there. He's going to feel that for a little bit.
Yeah, and especially when it's a little bit chillier out, you always feel those ones just a little bit more.
First and 10 for the Militia at their own 22-yard line, trailing 7-0. The offense for the Cobras doing very well. Let's see how the defense comes out. First and 10 for the Militia. Quarterback Justin Hans looking things over. Single setback, Wide receivers to the right side, a pair of them. Now they send the man in motion.
I think they were just sending him onto the field.
Okay.
I think he was a little late on the field there, and we almost had an offsides. Now there's a man in motion.
High snap. Now they try a sweep, but a good coverage there. The tackle was made by number 4 for the Cobras. Again, we'll just try to get the names as best we can. That's Kenzie Williams on the tackle. Just a gain of, we'll be charitable here, gain of 2. Second down and 8 coming up from the 24-yard line. Early stages of this inaugural game for the Cobras and the Militia, first-year teams in the Northeast Atlantic Football League, semi-pro. Second and 8 coming up for the Militia. Get a man in motion. This time the quarterback keeps down. He pitches it. And another strong tackle. Williams is drawing some early accolades for starting the game, isn't he? Those are 2 tremendous tackles.
And I'm not even sure they got anything on that play.
No. So it'll be 3rd and 8. Here's a nice view of it. It was a good pitch. I mean, he timed it perfectly, but good coverage. It's Williams will step into the picture. He did lose his footing.
Yeah, he lost his footing a little bit, but that was still going to be a monster hit no matter what.
Yeah, but Williams was on top of it, and he's going to let you know right there. Excitement, like we said. Passion, excitement. So it's 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 from the 24. Hans awaits the snap. Back to throw. He's pursued out of the pocket. He's not going to go anywhere. A big loss. Good sack coverage. And that ball is going to go all the way back to near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the defense, quite the opening drive for them as well.
You like the way that they just collapsed. One on each side, and the quarterback had no outlet whatsoever. So it's 4th and long, 4th and about 22, maybe 21. They spot the ball at the 11, not quite the 10-yard line. As we approach 9 minutes to go.
And I think we're going for it.
Okay, we'll see. And we get a whistle. I think somebody's going to take a timeout. And I think he pointed to the Militia once again. So interesting strategy. Now, he was in shotgun formation at the least. Now, that doesn't mean he wouldn't punt the football away once he snapped it. But a little bit disorganized yet. And again, just all the practice in the world, and then you come to the games and you just don't know how things are going to work out for you. But a good opening series, offensively and defensively, for the Cumberland County Cobras.
Yeah, I was a little interested to see when he was sacked, the offense just kind of didn't go anywhere. I was like, are we going to do this?
Again, as we mentioned, if you're watching on Facebook Live, feel free to comment. Let us know where you're watching from. William Morrow is a Militia fan. Says, "Let's go, Militia." Oh, this is YouTube. I'm sorry. Comments are appreciated any which way you get it to us. So let's see. It looks like they are going to go ahead and try to punt. He's at least shotgun formation, but maybe they will. This is quite an interesting call here. 4th down and about 20. They do kick it away. Yeah, I kind of figured that, but it's not going to be a sensational kick. It's going to be picked up at the 42, inside the 40. Now he's got the outside lane across the 30-yard line and a whistle. We might have a flag. Do we have a flag near the sideline?
I think that was just a car alarm.
Okay.
And I did hear what you heard. I'm pretty sure that was just a car in the parking lot.
Okay. On the return was Carlton Lawrence. And again, tremendous field position for the Cobras. That punt was almost blocked, as you see right there. Good decision. That's a tough, the roll kind of stopped, and he picked it up then. Got to the outside, came back inside, but a great return once again on the special teams for the Cobras. So all three elements of football, special teams, offense and defense, looking sharp in the first 7 minutes of their season. Shotgun formation, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Ball is loose, luckily recovered.
Yeah, at that point, just fall on it. You're not going to make anything after that point. You just want to make sure you at least keep possession.
Yep, Tyson still making sure that they do still have the football. Loss of a yard. So it's 2nd down and 11 at the 27.
Who's that? Really?
Handoff, trying to sweep left side. Good play and good tackle. That was great pursuit by all those gentlemen right there. Number 66 leading the way for the Militia to make a good tackle.
Yeah, the running game not as successful for the Cobras on the second drive.
So some good adjustments here as there you see 66. Making sure that play did not develop.
Just a good wrap up there to get him down. Yeah, plenty of help there just in case, but you always want to make sure when you're the first guy there that you do get him wrapped up because Cobras have already shown they can run the ball.
Shelly Townsend on that carry. It's going to be 3rd and about 15 now. Back near the 30-yard line. Shotgun formation. Good snap, quick toss. Looking for the deep ball. And it's caught! Another touchdown! Again, putting it exactly where only the Cobra receiver, Ryan Shelton, could get it. And they're on the board in just 2 plays. 3 plays. But that's another great throw right where only his receiver could get it. And Shelton reels it in for the touchdown. Another flying pass by Stephen Chestnut.
And you'll see here, I don't know if you're going to catch it here, he actually went through a little bit of contact as well.
Yes, he did.
So I think regardless if he caught that or not, I feel this might have been a flag either way, but what a nice catch and what a nice throw there too. We've seen this quarterback be able to air it out a couple times now.
So Ryan Shelton, good concentration, make sure of the catch at the very least, and he gets 6 points out of it. Here's the kick, and that one looks to be good. We'll wait for the officials. Yes, they do say yes, it's good. So with 6:37 left here in the first quarter, it's been all Cobras so far. They lead at 14-0, and they will kick off when we return.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey. Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back here at Salvy Blandino Field, it's been a good start for the home team. The Cumberland County Cobras, 2 possessions, great field position on both, and they've taken advantage of it to lead 14-0. Nice kick all the way back to near the 10-yard line, a little slippery slope there, and finally tackled beyond the 25-yard line. So that is where the Militia will take over. Here's the Cobras touchdown. I like the way that the quarterback there, it seemed like he pointed like he was going to go in that direction. I don't know if you saw that. He pointed up just before the snap, and he put the ball in a great spot, and it was reeled in very nicely with a touchdown. There it is, touchdown, a little fiery action, but a great start. These first 8.5 minutes have been very good by the Cobras. Ryan Shelton with the touchdown catch. Let's see how the Militia answer here on their second possession. The drive starting at the 27-yard line. Hans in shotgun, handles the snap. He'll keep it this time, but look at the way that the Cobras just...
I think almost every member of the Cobra defense was on that tackle.
And that's going to please the defensive coordinator very much. Jeffrey Morgan, the head defensive coordinator for the Cobras. Just watch the pursuit of the football here. Look at all the dark jerseys. Even the blocking was there, but the whole team, you're right. Everybody in on that play, led by number 9. We'll get that name for you in just a second. So I can get this to open up. Number 9, again, Ryan Shelton. So he's got a touchdown, a key defensive play. Loss of 2. 2nd and 12 for the Militia. And now we're going to get a flag and probably a motion penalty. Yep, the indication on the side is a motion penalty. So that'll cost 5 yards. Second down and 17 coming up. Getting close to that 4:30 mark left in this opening quarter. A very dynamic start on all sides of the football for the Cobras. Second down and 17, back inside their own 20-yard line. Quarterback keeps, tries to get up the middle. Some good yardage there, but finally he is tackled after about a 5 or 6 yard run. So Justin Hans on the carry. Cobra's second touchdown possession there. 2-minute drive, just 26 yards is all they needed, and a great passing touchdown. Got the ball off, and it's almost intercepted. He did everything he could, did Hans, to just try to get the ball out of his hands before the sack. But the ball falls incomplete, and it's 4th down. Again, watch the defense just converge on the quarterback here.
And then he had to kind of throw off his back foot, too, so he wasn't really able to get a lot of momentum on that either. It's almost fortunate.
Yeah, that was good coverage on the pass as well. Number 21 nearly picked it off. That is DeJuan Simmons. So it might be another 3 and out here for the Militia. Although, again, just a short drop back on the punt if he is going to punt it. Now he keeps, and he's going to be sacked.
He went to kick it, and defense again, just all over him.
Different players coming and rising to the occasion. Unfortunately, I do not have a number 80. That's concern. So number 80, watch him just storm in and not give the punter any chance to get it off. Justin Hans, the quarterback, was acting as the punter. He had nowhere to go. So that gives the Cobras another great starting field position. I would say about the 18 or 17 yard line.
Yeah, that's the thing with this interesting kickoff setup here is not really, you don't really have a lot of room to kick there. You can see him kind of trying to go off diagonally to each side to try and get the ball off, but I have to see if they kind of keep with that strategy.
Well, why wouldn't he step back further away from the line of scrimmage is my question. He's been right up against the line of scrimmage on both punts. And this time it really backfires. The Cobras have the ball at about the 17-yard line of the Militia. Off right tackle, a good, pretty decent run right there. Some good yardage gained by the Cobras on first down. Running the ball that time was Tyson Still. He's had a few carries in this game so far. Gets about 3. 2nd and 7. Again, handoff, Still up the middle. A lot of lane. Does he get in? Yes, he does. It was a late signal, but they got it in. Tyson Still right up the gut. So the Cobras definitely taking advantage of field position. Their offensive line blocking well and Still just weaving his way through the traffic and into the end zone. Even though he was upended, he got it across the goal line. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it was a good job of keeping his momentum towards the end because he did get tackled as he was going towards the end zone, but they have to get those extra couple steps and dive out to get across that line.
Two-play drive. Now the extra point coming up. And the ball is bobbled, so they'll try to create something on the passing game. This is getting interesting. Weaving his way through and finally caught up to. We do have a flag, and we'll see who that's against, because if it's against the defense, I believe they'll get another shot at it.
Flag on the play.
Some kind of interference by the Cobras. That'll be declined, and they'll just take the play. So the extra point is not good. That drive, let's see, took 39 seconds. 2 plays, 39 seconds. Trying to figure quick math here. But the Cobras really getting it done. 3 scores in the first quarter. And they've really taken advantage of great field position, but their defense has set that up very well. They haven't given the Militia any kind of offensive momentum on their end, making some good tackles, blocking, actually sacking the punter on the previous punt. So they have things going their way, and head coach there, George Gibbs, told me in that interview, he said, we just want to dominate. I'd say for one quarter, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I'd say we're about 13 or so minutes into this first quarter, and yeah, I'd say dominate's the right word.
18-yard drive. 3 scores, 3 possessions. Can't get any better than that. The only mistake, of course, was on that last PAT try. 39 seconds, 2 plays, 18 yards, and a great running effort there by Still for the touchdown. So once again, the Cobras kick off.
Yeah, if you're the Militia on this drive, you just want to get a first down.
Again, a nice kick. All the way back inside the 10-yard line. Brought back across the 10, slippery again, and tackle made shy of the 30-yard line, maybe just past the 25. So while the Cobras have had great field position, the Militia just can't seem to get it beyond the 30-yard line.
Yeah, if there's anything they're thinking about for this drive, it really is just try and piece a couple plays together, because I don't know if they've gotten another first down so far.
No. Nope. So they need to dial up something to get their offense in gear, trailing 20-0. Still in the first quarter, 2:24 remaining. Justin Hines brings his troops to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap, handled, handoff up the middle, and again, a good set. The ball came out, and it's going to be returned into the end zone. The ball got loose, and the scoop was made for a touchdown.
Defense is just doing everything today. Another great play for them to get the ball loose.
Shadid Cheeseborough on the pickup. Right there. And he's off to the races.
I love right here.
Yep.
Number 11 already knew. He said that's a touchdown.
Tamar Jackson knew it was going to go the distance. So Shadid Cheeseborough with the pickup, the scoop, and touchdown.
I think that was the first I ever seen that.
I guess that took about 6 seconds.
Yeah,
not really a scoring drive, though.
224, yeah.
A fumble recovery. A fumble recovery touchdown.
I'll tell you, keeping an eye on some of these Facebook comments, man. These guys are having fun in the chat, too.
Going for 2 points. The ball is partially tipped. It's almost intercepted, but that really wouldn't have counted. It just means that the conversion attempt fails. So the clock showing just around 2:15, 2:14 to go. And it's been one dynamic first quarter for the Cobras. They lead 26-0, and they've done just about everything to score. We'll be back in just a moment.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, we thought we would have a very interesting game. It's been tremendous for the home team, the Cumberland County Cobras, scoring 26 points here in the first quarter. And they've done it in different ways, but great field position for their first 3 touchdowns. And now the defense comes up with a takeaway and touchdown on a fumble recovery. Kickoff goes back, drop, picked up around the 10-yard line. Coming up the middle, some lane to run, and he had a chance to break it, but again, he met a black wall of doom, if you will. That jersey came out of nowhere, just put the return man down.
And that looked like that was going to be a really good return there for the Militia, but
yes,
again,
it did.
This defense, special teams, whatever you want to say about him, just knows when to come out with the big play.
Let's see if we can pick up who made the tackle here, but that was one hell of a hit. He had a good steam going, and right there, he met his match.
Number 11? I believe number 11.
Okay. But that is a good return and decent field position compared to where the Militia has started. Tamar Jackson, will credit him with that tackle. I'll tell you what, this team is well coached apparently, because they are wrapping up every time they make a tackle. They are wrapping it up. Quarterback throwing, completing at the 50-yard line. A good open field tackle, but a big-time play to number 9. That was a great throw by Justin Hans to the receiver, number 9. And again, we apologize. We don't have the rosters for the Militia, but that was their best play today.
Yeah, Militia needed that, really. They needed to get that one play, not only to get their first down of the game, but just to get across midfield.
A 26-yard pass play, and now a boost for the Militia. Let's see if they can capitalize and keep the momentum going from the 42-yard line of the Cobras. Backs are split. The ball is loose. I don't know what happened there. It looked like the quarterback never got it. Then he got it, and then he threw it away. There was some interesting body language, if nothing else.
Yeah, it looks like the quarterback's had a little bit of trouble, I think, receiving the ball. And again, I'm not sure if it's still misting out there or not, if the ball is still a little wet.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Cobra 42. The Militia looking for any trace of momentum here, trailing 26-0. 2nd and 10. And
I think that was a keep.
Is that the center who just started to run with it? There was no snap that I saw.
Yeah, don't think I've seen that before.
Well, maybe a yard gain, so we'll call it 3rd and 9 from the 41. High snap, good job of handling it, and no chance. A little strumming, spinning, and the defense again makes the answer. Quarterback again sliding and slipping, and then he was met by his maker, if you will, right there.
Yeah, and that's...
Unfortunately, number 80 is not on the roster I have, but number 80's made a couple plays.
I think that's quite the ending to the first quarter, too.
It puts the third exclamation point in a very productive first quarter. What a start to the season for the Cobras. After 1 quarter of play, Cumberland County leads the Militia 26-0. We'll be right back.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
One quarter, 26 points. That's quite a start for the inaugural season of the Cumberland County Cobras. So here we are, the start of the second quarter, just beyond the 50-yard line. A snap that rolls to the quarterback, looking for somewhere to go with it. Got a man, and it's almost intercepted, almost caught, and then it lands safely to the ground.
Oh, and I don't know that the quarterback saw the steam of fire running at him, because he barely got that ball off in time.
Yeah, it's number 7. It's not Hans any longer, so it's the other quarterback. But the snap was not all that great. Now that is number 8. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
that's
you
Hans.
see here, number 8, he just had his steam coming. He got the ball up just in time. That would have been quite a catch. It was almost intercepted and tipped back to the Militia. But a drive that looked like it was going to be promising. They got a nice run, but...
Did I lose track of downs here?
No, this is 4th down. And looks like we are getting ready to punt.
The Cobras... Okay, all right. The Cobras are just in a huddle looking like they're going to approach the ball and snap it. But now they're just huddling, waiting to see what the punt team does. The punt has been an adventure for the
looks like this time we are going a different punt formation.
No, the Cobras are snapping it.
Oh, maybe we did lose it down.
It was, I don't know. I don't know what will happen
I lost
there.
it down
the sideline! Oh, perfect throw as he inbounds is the only question. The official says yes. And the Cobras are near the 20-yard line of the Militia on one play. What an aerial display this one is. He put it out there, and a good job of running right to the ball. Stayed in bounds and made the catch. Ball is inside, we'll call it the 20-yard line, I guess. That was a 31-yard pass play. I still don't know how the Cobras got the ball, because I thought the last play that the Militia had was a 3rd down play, but nonetheless, quick toss across the middle. Nice defensive play that time. Just got his hand in the way of the reception. So it'll be 2nd down. That pass was intended for number 11, Tamar Jackson. I hope you're enjoying this Cumberland County and area. And, of course, through our Facebook feeds anywhere in the world. Glad to have you with us. What a start and debut by the Cumberland County Cobras. 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Handoff this time. Good cutback. We have a flag down, however, so more than likely that play will not be allowed to stand. See what the call is. We got a holding penalty against the Cobras, so that'll wipe out a pretty fine run. So more than likely the penalty will be accepted, 10 yards will be marched off, and the ball goes back to the 30-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 20.
It's probably one of the first real mistakes I think we've seen from the Cobras.
And like any head coach, I bet you that's what they'll talk about. It's a 26-0 lead, but man, we had that great run and we had a holding penalty. The mentality of coaches.
Yeah, that's the mark. That's usually the good makings of a head coach too. Is you never want to be too satisfied. Yeah, it's a 26-0 game, but you want to come out and you want to play your best.
From the 30-yard line, 2nd and 20 for the Cobras. Shotgun snap. Looks to his left, throws across the middle. Good catch near the 20-yard line. Cobras offense really looking sharp so far today. The catch this time made by number 6 for the Cobras. That would happen to be Cam Bell. Good throw. Just got it out of his hands before the defense could get to the quarterback there, and a good catch. So it's 3rd and a little less than 10. Early stages of the second quarter, 26-0, the Cobras leading the Militia. Again throwing the football across the middle, wide open, touchdown! That was wide open, all capital letters. Wow. The catch made by Alejandro Vega. But I'll tell you something, Steve Chestnut put it right there. Nobody near him. And Vega just trots into the end zone and celebrates just a bit. Just legal celebration, right? No, nothing. So a 19-yard pass play for another score. Again, they'll go for 2 as they've missed on 2 PATs. Ball is on the ground, picks it up, throws it, and it's knocked down. Well, that's the second.
A little bit of contact there, but it doesn't look like we have a flag.
Nope. The receiver there.
You're up 32-0.
Yeah. Well, you still want the game to be called correctly. Tamar Jackson thought he was interfered with on the conversion attempt.
I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of contact also.
But he also got the ball. Looking at it live, the defender did tip the ball as well. So the 2-point conversion fails, but another great sequence. It's now 32-0, early stages of the second quarter. The Cobras are all smiles, and we'll take this break and be right back.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back to action. Kick is a little shorter than the previous ones. Returned up the middle, across the 20. A lane opens up, but again, a big-time tackle.
Just wrapped him up.
I am so impressed. The coaching staff has to be loving every tackle that you're seeing here, even on special teams. As you watch the return, a little slip on the beginning of that run back, but as we watch the play unfold right there, there's the contact made on the tackle, and look at that. He just drove him into the ground. Is that 25 or 6? 25? Again, trying to get names and numbers matched up. 25 is Daryl Chestnut. Boy, oh boy, this team did come to play today. Every play has been pretty much big time with the exception of the holding penalty. They've returned a fumble for a touchdown. They've gotten great field position from their special teams run backs. And again, the Militia's just looking for a pulse. Back to throw, gets it off, and it is overthrown. Almost a double coverage that time. Again, the squad here trying to find something to work with.
Yeah, you want something to be able to hang your hats on. Still got about 13 minutes left in the second quarter, so we still got another half to play after this. So the Militia just want to find anything to hang their hats on. Yeah, we got a flag, it looks like. False start.
Second time we did it. Come on, guys. It's definitely how you put at least a touchdown.
We do have a fumble, but tell you what, I think these guys aren't having fun out there. It looks like it is going to be Cobras ball. So another turnover. The Cobras with possession. Throw there, nice catch. Cobras just having all kinds of fun out there.
I'll tell you what, that was a well-designed play. The execution was perfect.
But we might have. I see a flag on the field.
And it's right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't know that is going to count.
Here's what we saw happen. Nice job of rolling out and firing the perfect pass to the receiver. Trots into the end zone. However, it doesn't look like it's going to count. They are marking the ball back to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch what happened there. I kind of noticed something was going on when nobody else was really celebrating, but didn't quite get the call. But yeah, they backed him up quite a bit.
First and about 20, it looks like.
Yeah.
So it must have been a holding penalty of some sort. I didn't see any indication of the actual penalty call, but they marked off 10 yards, and it's 1st and 20. Man in motion to the near side. Straight drop back, time to throw. Ball is caught, and that is a good open field tackle. Nice catch, but great coverage. Second down coming up for the Cobras. The ball is spotted just inside the 30-yard line, about the 29. Cobras come up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, the quarterback in shotgun formation. Man in motion to the far side. Back to throw, has time, going deep. It is in the corner. Might have been some pushing there, but no flag. He got his hand on the receiver, but no call. And again, he's asking why. Let's see if we can see what the...
I did see a little bit of contact.
Basically pushing there is what he was doing. And that's why a little bit of vociferous, where's the flag? That'll bring up third down, third and about 11.
You messed me up, pal.
32-0. The Cobras with the lead. Early stages of the second quarter. Shotgun formation once again. Handoff. Good hole up the middle. Still on his feet, but I don't think he's going to get near enough for first down. That was a good run up the gut. Going to be a few yards short of a first down. So fourth down is coming.
We're going to see what the Cobras elect to do here. I mean, up 32-0. You don't necessarily really need to go for it. You've kind of shown us everything you've got, but...
40-yard line?
Let's see. Don't exactly look like they're in punting formation.
4th and 7. And they are deep in territory
for it.
Corner again.
Pass is caught.
Right at the sideline, too. And he's like, I got nowhere to go.
Looks like he's beyond the mark to gain. They are moving the chains forward, so it's enough for a first down.
And that's a nice catch on the sideline, too.
That was
just had to keep the feet in.
That was good throw by the quarterback.
But at that point, you see him looking around like, I can't go anywhere. What am I supposed to do here? I mean, nice tackling, but yeah, he was first down.
Ball is spotted about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cobras. Just under 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Not sure what the delay is here. Now we're ready. First and 10 at the 13-yard line, just 13 yards away from another score. Handoff sweep to the left. Oh, good tackle there. That play looked like it had some momentum going, but the tackle made on Tyson Still after what looked like about 3 or 4 yard gain. We'll see where they spot it. Oh, is there a penalty? They're marking the ball backward.
Must have been.
Yeah, it's still first down, but there was no penalty indication. I guess it was holding because it looks like about a 10-yard march on. Ball back at the 21-yard line. Still first down. Chestnut in the shotgun formation awaiting the snap. Man in motion to the near side. Chestnut has time. Looks to his left. Still holds on to it across the middle, and that's intercepted. Across the 10 and back beyond the 15-yard line. Interception made by number 27. Again, we don't have rostered for the Militia, so we'll just have to indicate the number, and that's number 27. He was playing center field perfectly, and probably not the kind of throw that Chestnut wanted to make there. Probably wants that one back.
Chestnut had plenty of time to throw. He might have even had a lane to run as well. Just kind of an inadvertent play, but again, the Militia needed something like that on defense as well. It's 32-0. We've still got like 9:40 left in the second quarter, so we still got a whole over half to play. So the Militia, again, just looking for anything to get themselves in the game.
Well, that's the kind of defense they needed to get the ball back for their offense. Let's see if the offense can get it cranked up.
Yes. And if they're able, they've got a long drive here. And we haven't really seen them been able to do much on any of their drives so far. Just had one first down on their last drive. So if they're going to make something happen, they've got a long way to go.
So we'll see if the turnover can create some momentum for the New Jersey Militia. First and 10, back at about their own 15-yard line following the interception. Quarterback is going to keep, and he's not going to go anywhere.
I think he was actually trying to throw and just got wrapped up again.
Yeah, he didn't see anything he liked, so he tried to keep going outside, and he was soon met thereafter. We'll watch it here. It looked like he was going to throw to that left side, then he just kept it, and he was instantly met. Loss of about, looks like 9, maybe even 10 yards. Back inside the 10-yard line. Second and very long for the New Jersey Militia. Ball is inside their own 10-yard line. Two receivers split to the right, one to the left. Two running backs next to the quarterback. Hance gets the snap. Quick throw, and
yeah, that's gonna draw a flag.
The ball was overthrown, and that hit there, while good defensively, was a little excessive. The ball's already been, you can see where the ball is, and then the hit was made very, very solidly, but a little bit flagrantly as well. So that will give the Militia a first down. Should be a 15-yard penalty, personal foul type of thing.
Yeah, it looks like we're slowly making our way up the field.
It should also be an automatic first down, no? Yeah, I think the referee...
Yeah, he's changing it over there.
Yep, the official is telling him to move forward. Just over 7.5 minutes left in the first half. 32-0. Cumberland County Cobras leading the New Jersey Militia. New set of downs for the Militia, 1st and 10. Ball goes through the quarterback's legs, and he has trouble picking it up. Somehow he got away. A block there, and now he's got some running room to the left side. He hesitates, and he's going to wind up losing a lot of yards anyway.
The fact that he was even able to get out of that to begin with, he still lost quite a lot of yards, but he was almost back in his own end zone at that point.
It could have been worse. Justin Hans doing a great job of just getting it. Good hustle towards the ball there. Had trouble picking it up. Shook off the initial tackler and got something out of it.
I mean, yeah, what are we at about? 2nd and close to 20?
Yeah. Ball is at about the 13. They got to get to the 37. So, yeah. 2nd down and a good 24 yards.
I can't go any higher than 20.
It's a long way. It's the bottom line. Shotgun snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Scoots away.
He's got time if he runs.
And he's got a man, but he throws the ball short. It'll be. By 32 points.
You might as well, yeah, you might as well.
Anything like 4th and 3. Looks to his left, fires. The receiver had not turned around yet before the throw was made. And the ball falls incomplete. So
See here what the Militia decides to do. I mean, at this point, you really don't have anything to lose. You're down 32. You still got, we're at 6:15 mark here of the 2nd quarter. They're changing a couple, so I'm not sure if they're going to just go ahead and punt.
Ball again back at the 13-yard line. 4th down.
Yeah, quarterback's still there.
Quarterback is their kicker, though.
Oh, yeah, then let's see
It looks like he's going to run a play. He is, telling him to go deep, and the ball is tipped incomplete. Double teaming the receiver there. The Cobras doing a good job defensively. Magic Mears had his hands on the ball, but he couldn't reel it in. Mears will come across into the picture in a second there. Right there, got high, nice jump. He just didn't get the ball. But it's best that he didn't, because the ball goes back to the line of scrimmage, and you can see it's at the 12 or 13-yard line. We do have an injured player, but he's getting up now. It'll be Cobras possession, again, deep in Militia territory. Plenty of time for them to score again, especially from such a short distance out. And I'm looking at the players there. They look a little dispirited. The Militia is not looking too keen right now. So the Cobras with possession deep in Militia territory. Looking to add to a 32-0 lead. Just under 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. From the 12-yard line, handoff, left side, good defensive pursuit that time by the Militia. Number 5 sealing it up for New Jersey. Gain of about 2. Ball spotted at the 10-yard line. Second down and about 8 for the Cobras. at the Militia 10-yard line. Chestnut hands off, and that is good pursuit by the defense. Ball pops out, and I think it's recovered by the Militia. Good job of jumping on the loose ball, and the Militia avert any further scores against them.
Again, another good defensive drive for the Militia. Got the interception on the last drive and able to stop the Cobras on that one. Looked like he was going to be able to get out of that tackle and stay on his feet, but I think the little way he slipped, he just kind of lost momentum and ended up losing the ball out of his hand. So again, another good defensive drive, though, for the Militia. If it's anything they're going to hang their hats on, defense has really stepped up at this point. I know it's hard to say when you've given up 32 points, but defense has still come to play.
The Militia defense has only given up 26, we recall the one fumble recovery that was brought into the end zone immediately by the Cobras. But these last couple of sequences, the Militia defense has stepped up nicely. We're going to get a penalty against the Militia, 5 yards marked off before the start of this possession, so it's going to start off first down at 15. Back near the 13-yard line. Time to throw, airing it out. He's hit as he throws it, and it is intercepted. A chance to return it across the 40-yard line.
No way. No way.
There's some horns blown, but that is not a whistle, so we're going to get a possible touchdown return. He's got it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cobras, their second defensive touchdown of this first half. The interception by Carlton Lawrence. We'll look at it again. Good time. He had a good time to throw. I think the hit came just after he released it, but that's a good coverage play by Carlton Lawrence, and then he goes about 42 yards.
Yeah, and you don't see it.
What a block.
You don't see it here, but I believe that was number 11. We've seen a lot of Tamar Jackson was actually, come over here. You got plenty of space to run this way.
He also got a great block from Bryce Bartley at the beginning of that run back. Number 18 really threw a nice block, sprung him for the touchdown. Pass is there, and into the end zone he goes. No, yes,
there's the indication.
They were slow on indicating it, but the two-point conversion is good. So with 3:13 showing on the field clock, it is now 40-0 Cobras. They'll be kicking off when action returns in a moment.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
The Cobras right there just really doing a great job on all facets of this game. They now have 2 defensive touchdowns, one on a fumble recovery, and just last one on a 42-yard return of an interception. And they lead at 40-0 over the New Jersey Militia. Should be an interesting halftime conversation for both locker rooms, although the volume might be a little different in one of them. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Kick is away, and again, a nice spiraling overhand kick, bobbled for a moment. Some blocking developing, and he's still on his feet. Did he lose the ball? Looked like he almost lost the ball, but a good return by number 9. Good job of returning and setting up some decent field position as we approach the 2-minute mark of this field. And again, he bobbled it here. Then he got it up, took it to the left, up the middle, and almost broke it. Just got enough of a stop there to slow him down enough for the pursuit to catch up. The ball is at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Militia. Going through some player exchanges. I'm not sure if they're bringing out a first aid kit of some sort. No, they're bringing up refreshments. They're liquidating. So more than likely they called a timeout to see if they can do anything in this final 144. Trailing 40-0. The Militia getting set to try some offense here. Starting possession from their own 38. Again, a very tough snap, and nothing's going to happen there. He had to swallow that one. Once the ball was on the ground, it was tough to pick up, and there was no chance for that play to develop. Number 55 there to finish off the tackle, Donovan Loatman, made sure that that play did not develop into anything. Again, a timeout on the field, but really the Militia just has not had too much to hang their heads on. A couple of defensive stops, but that's been it. And really like only one offensive play that I can think of that was very productive. 1:28 showing on the clock. 40-0, the Cobras lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday.
Birthdays and homework. The upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance. Our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Oh man, is this...
Back to live action here from Salvy Blandino Field. It has been a great debut for the home team Cobras, leading 40-0. Second down and about 17 coming up for the Militia. Again, a low snap. Good job of handling it. But again, no chance of doing anything once he got the ball, as the pursuit was too strong. This time, number 10 getting in there. That is Shadid Cheeseborough, who made the tackle and really didn't give the quarterback much hope to do anything. Good pursuit right there by number 10, Cheeseborough.
Yeah, the quarterback for the Militia just hasn't had any time to throw today.
Well, it's not quite third down and forever, but it probably feels that way for the Militia. They're back inside their own 20-yard line. Has time to throw across the middle, and it's almost intercepted. No white jersey in that area whatsoever. Not sure if that was a miscommunication on which route was supposed to be run.
I think at this point, the quarterback's like, I'm tired of getting thrown on the ground. Just throw it and hope that there's a white jersey there.
So it's 4th down. And again, at this point, with a 40-0 deficit, and the second quarter just about near an end, there's no harm in trying some kind of Hail Mary pass here. On 4th and long. Again, a bad snap. Trying to just get out of the way, and he's not going to be able to do so.
He just pitched it, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's, I can't be intentional grounding. He's out of the pocket. We'll see what the call is. It's a 4th down play, and yes, in a way, the quarterback did throw the ball away. Justin Hahns fleeing to escape, flung the ball out of bounds. And are they calling intentional grounding here?
I think regardless, it's going to be declined anyway. It was 4th down, so
yeah,
you can't make it 4th and what at that point, 30?
Right.
At least.
So the Cobras will take over on downs. Looks like it's about the 21-yard line. 27 seconds showing on the clock, so some time to run a few plays, especially if you throw the football. Checking out the down markers. The ball is apparently at the 19-yard line because the first down mark is inside the 10 near the 9. 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Cobras. Hand off to the deep man off the left side of the line of scrimmage. Maybe a 4 or 5 yards at most. Cobras are going to call timeout because the time is precious right now. Clock showing 24 seconds left. Following that first down run. Chelly Townsend on that carry. Five-yard pickup, 2nd down and 5 at the 16-yard line when play resumes.
We're going to turn 24 seconds to 24 minutes.
Cobras talking over what they want to try here on 2nd down. They're definitely in striking distance for another touchdown. They come to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and about 5. Shotgun formation once again. Looking to the right, passing it, and it is almost intercepted. The receiver turned into the defender and made sure that it was not intercepted. That's a good adjustment to prevent any interception, and the clock is still running. I guess they run it no matter whether or not the play was incomplete. There's 3 seconds. They're trying to get one more snap. They do get it off. And the pass is intercepted this time. Can he return it? No, he cannot. So the half ends with an interception. But that's about the highlight of the day for the visiting New Jersey Militia as they trail the Cumberland County Cobras 40-0. Halftime is upon us. We'll take a break, and we may have a special guest in the booth coming up shortly. Stay with us as the Cobras are having quite a debut here at Salvy Blandino Field.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves at making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Well, we are back at Salvy Blandino Field, and it has been quite a debut for the home team, the Cumberland County Cobras, taking on the New Jersey Militia, and they lead 40-0, and they've scored in just about every way imaginable except maybe a kickoff return. But you guys have done a great job. We have the 2 owners of the team, Anthony Morrow and Maurice Atwell, are the 2 owners. They're players as well, so player owners, that's a unique title in and of itself. I appreciate talking to Maurice last night. He gave me a few things about the team, but if you would tell our audience how this whole program came to be.
Well, sometime last year, I co-owned another team called Philadelphia Phantoms that was in the league last year. Me and my old partner wound up shut down and talked to the league owner. He was like, you should probably looking into bringing a team back out of Cumberland County. That's where we had the most success at with most of the players in the past. I won a couple championships over here and released them all over here. Mm-hmm. So I put the phone call in to him and called a couple other people. So within 24 hours, the dream was a reality.
And Anthony, if you would tell us about your experience with this team. Had you been an owner with another team or so?
No, first time owner this year.
How do you like it so far?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm more of the business guy anyways. It's time for me to almost retire.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm giving it one more season just to see how it feels. Breaking out these old bones.
I got to be honest with you. The tackling that you guys, whoever's making the tackles, they're solid. Is that something to work on in practice? Because you guys are nailing tackles today.
Practice all day. That's Tuesday to Thursday, we practice 8 to 10.
There's one of those tackles right there. Yeah, we're showing some of the highlights of that first half. Oh, actually, this is the live action. Nonetheless, you guys seem to have everything in gear right now. First game is first game, but you have 8 total games. Do you see this kind of activity happening for the next 8 weeks?
As long as we keep working hard and keep practicing and staying focused and working together as a team, we're going to succeed. That's the best way to put it.
Well, we're going to cover the 4 home games, so if you guys keep playing like this, the audience is going to love it.
Hey, that was we just gave y'all the sampler in the first
half. There we go. I love it.
We gave y'all a sample. Now we're
hey, I love your
entree now.
Your head coach also said, he says to me, when I said, what do you expect today? Domination. And you guys have certainly done that. 40-0 in the first half. And as you said, a half to go.
Yes, sir.
Good luck this season, guys.
Thank you.
Our co-owners, Maurice Atwell and Anthony Morrow, continued success. A long season to go, but you're off to a great start. Keep it going. All right, we are back to live action as the second half is underway. The Militia with the possession inside the 50-yard line. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper, and he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards before he is stopped. One of the better plays of the game so far for the Militia. Ball is spotted at about the 41-yard line, a 2-yard gain. Second down and about 8. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez and a great staff as always, bringing you this action on all of Quinn Broadcasting's outlets. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and on Channel 22. Glad to have you with us, and we certainly hope that you're enjoying the way the home team has played so far. Pitch to the right side, trying to sweep to the right, But again, great pursuit and another strong hit right at the line of scrimmage. Cumberland's defense certainly has come to play, and they are still doing it. No gain on that, so the ball remains at the 41-yard line. 3rd and about 4 yards to go for the Militia, as they have the opening possession of the second half. Third down and about 4 coming up for New Jersey's Militia. The New Jersey Militia on the Cobras side of the field to start this second half. Justin Hahns at the quarterback spot in shotgun formation. 2 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it, and he's going to be sacked near the midfield stripe. And again, coming out of nowhere. I don't think he ever saw that coming. Number 29 on the tackle.
He definitely didn't see that man coming. Looked like he was getting ready to release the ball, and by the time he probably saw the man coming, it was too late.
Najir Pitts gets credit for the sack. Ball is at the 49-yard line, and there's nothing to save it for if you're the New Jersey Militia. Down by 40, you're going to go on 4th down. 4th and about 12. They need to get to New Jersey's 37-yard, the Cumberland's 37-yard line. Long snap count. Good snap from center. And again, nowhere to go. I think it was Martha. The ball popped out. It wouldn't really matter.
I think he actually pitched it.
Did he pitch it?
Yeah, it looked like he pitched it. I'm not sure if he pitched it before he was down, but at that point, you really weren't going anywhere.
So it's a 3 and out for the Militia, and the ball goes to the Cobras on downs, and they're going to start this possession at the 48-yard line of New Jersey. First and 10 for the Cobras. We are going to have a running clock for the most part. Officials indicating that they want the clock to be running based on the score, and they don't want to see anybody unnecessarily hurt. I formation this time for the Cobras. Hand off to the deep man. A little sweeping block and a good job of clearing that area. Breaking some tackles. That play looked like it's about to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. But a great block by number 52, I believe. Got the block that really sprung that one. We'll get the name for you once again. Again, dealing with rosters as best as we can. 52 for the Cobras is Kobe Chestnut. His block sprung that one. And instead of no gain, it's a gain of about 7. Right on the 40-yard line. Second down and 3 coming up for the Cobras. They try an inside cut move. First down picked up. Still on his feet. Near the 30-yard line. That is the running back, Tyson Still, who gets it done and moves the chains.
Yeah, the Cobras definitely, I have to imagine, going to keep the ball on the ground pretty much every player. As we said, we got a running clock, so aside from change of possessions, that clock's going to go. The Cobras, again, just looking to dominate, as you said, and as we heard during the break, too. These guys just are here to play. They're here to dominate, they're here to get it done, and we've really seen that in the first half.
Well, you heard the two co-owners there talk about the way that they have experienced success with other programs and teams, and I think that they brought that kind of experience from a championship perspective to this team. Even though this is its first year, this group of athletes really seems to be playing very cohesively on every aspect of the game. We've seen them do well on the kickoff returns, punt returns. Now, a couple of the punts have not been tremendously great by the Militia, but the Cobras have done everything pretty much correctly. A couple of penalties is all I can think of that they've done badly.
Yeah, there isn't really much, I think, bad you can say about this debut for Cumberland.
1st and 10, just shy of the 30-yard line. Pitch and a power sweep to the left side. A nice hole. Again, good blocking set that up. And taking advantage of that was Kenzie Williams, busting it out to the left side. He got a great block from Darryl Chestnut, number 25. They just look so efficient on offense right now and throughout this game. 9-yard pickup, so it'll be 2nd down and about 1. Ball at the 22-yard line of the Militia. Cobras at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 1. I formation this time. A fake pitch and now a pass to the right side. It is overthrown. Good coverage on that side, but the ball was overthrown. So that'll bring up 3rd and a yard. Again, a running clock, so even on incomplete passes, the clock will continue to run. I know that in high school, I believe a running clock starts when the team has a 35-point lead. So naturally, a 40-point lead, that probably the same kind of thing develops, especially if the officials call for it, which they have. So we're under 8.5 minutes to go. 3rd down and a long yard. Handoff off the right side, breaking free, 1st down, and the ball is loose, but again, good job of covering it. The Cobras maintain possession, and Kenzie Williams very upset with himself that he fumbled the ball to begin with. That's the kind of pride that you always talk about wanting to see in the players. We have an injury on the field right now, so we're going to go ahead and take a timeout while they attend to the injured player. As we watch the replay once again, good lead blocking, and again, just a quick burst into that hole. The ball did pop loose, but it was quickly recovered by Cam Bell right there where he needed to be, and it maintains possession for the Cobras. Timeout on the field, 7:54 to go. It's 40-0 Cobras. We'll be right back.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday.
Birthdays and homework. The upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance. Our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey. Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football.
As we return to play, it's a run to the end zone after the quarterback looked like he was trying to throw the ball. He didn't see anything open. The hole opened to the left side, and he took it in for an 11-yard touchdown run. So another score by the Cobras. Steven Chestnut looked to throw the ball, didn't find anything open, saw the opening to his left, and he runs it in from 11 yards. Once again going for 2 points. I believe they were 1 for 3 on the 2-point conversion. A sweep to the right side. Ball is loose. Did he get in first? Yes, he did. They say he got in before the fumble, so the 2-point conversion is good. But again, a good surge to the outside. Ryan Shelton will be credited with the 2-point run. And with 7.5 minutes to go, it is 48-0. Cobras in front. And again, the clock will just continue to run. Here's the 2-point play. Nice handoff, just well reading the defensive pursuit. And luckily, you have to say luckily because the ball did come out. He crossed the line before fumbling, so the 2-point conversion is successful. We have a running clock, so time left at this moment pretty much doesn't matter, does it? 48-0. And with a running clock, I doubt seriously there will be any kind of historic comeback.
Never say never.
I know.
We've seen a lot happen. Maybe a lot would have to go right for the Militia to be able to make a comeback. I think at this point, you want to see them put something together. To just feel good about themselves, just to get a good drive going and try not to put some points on it.
At the very least, you don't want to get shut out. So a kickoff coming up by the Cobras, leading 48-0. Kickoff being handled by Eric Hamblin. He gears up, makes sure his team is ready to cover, and he is putting the ball in play. Kick inside the 20, back across the 20. It's run. Again, slippery footing, and still getting on his feet. Good try at the return. You know, it's funny. I don't think I've noticed too many Cobras slipping and sliding, but the Militia
advantage, maybe.
Yeah, well,
they know the kind of field they're dealing with.
Maybe they got the right spikes on. Who knows? Lots of slipping and sliding by the visitors from North Jersey. The New Jersey Militia is the opposition here in the season opener. Here's that kickoff again. Pretty good kickoffs delivered throughout this game. This one a little shorter than some of the other ones. But watch as the footing gets lost right there, and it kind of threw off his rhythm enough for the coverage team to make the play. So the Militia has the football just beyond the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Once again, a quarterback is Justin Hans. He's had a tough day today. Lots of pursuit, a few sacks. On 1st down. Again, a long count. Good snap. Throw across the middle, almost picked off. That was a play that I'm sure he would like to have back. That is Jalen Lynn, who almost came up with the pick. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Militia. We're at the 4:20 mark here of the third quarter. 48-0 Cumberland County Cobras. Shotgun formation once again. Good snap. Pitch and sweep to the left side. A good block thrown there, but again, great pursuit by that defense. They're always on top of the ball. A good gain, but again, good pursuit by the defense. Ball is spotted just beyond the 37-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 6. And if you're the Militia, as Ariel pointed out, you just want to get some first downs and get at least one score on the board before all is said and done.
Yeah, and we got about 3:20 here, and we still got another 15-minute quarter to play. So there's to at least get some points on the board. The Militia have to find a way to get a sustaining drive.
Right at the bottom of the screen there, you saw the block that triggered that run pretty well. 3rd and 4 coming up for the New Jersey Militia. Backs are split. Quarterback hands off. And you stop. Oh, good spin. He's still just a little shy of the first down, I believe. We'll watch where they spot it.
Yeah, they do call it fourth. That is fourth down. Yeah, the refs are signaling.
Just beyond the 40-yard line, so it'll be 4th down and 1. Militia definitely wants to convert here.
Let's see. But they're just going to try and sneak it across, I imagine.
Quarterback will take it. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He might have squirted forward for enough, and the official to the near sideline here points first down. So good job by Justin Hance to make sure he got the first down.
And I'm sure that feels good for Hance, too, who hasn't been able to stay on his feet for most of this game. That's the thing with white jerseys is when they get dirty, you can tell, and you can see just how much Hans has unfortunately been on the ground today.
A new set of downs for the Militia. Fake handoff. The pass is complete across the 40, 45, and great spin move. I'll tell you what, that was a great job. I can't blame him for being excited about that. That was a great effort by that young man there. Again, we don't have the roster for the Militia. Number 9 there would not be denied. And he gets a first down as a result. Watch this effort. First of all, it's a good play by Hans to get it to him. And you see the two men there trying to stop. He just kept going, put his shoulders down, and got the first down. And the excitement follows. Yep. Good reason to be pumped up on that.
That was quite a power move, too. He was pretty well wrapped up and was still able to spin across for a couple extra yards.
Okay, we have an injury on the field, so we'll take a timeout here. 48-0.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey. Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back here at Salvy Blandino Field, a 48-0 lead by the Cobras. They're tending to an injured player, so that is still being attended to, as we mentioned, and it's been quite a night. George Gibbs there, just saw him. The Militia, of course, talking things over. They just want to score once, as we've been saying. Just get that donut bagel off the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you see the head coaches kind of getting together here as well. We've seen a lot of excitement here. I think a lot of good sportsmanship as well. I kind of noticed after each of these plays as well. You got players tapping each other on the back. Good job. So a lot of good sportsmanship on both sides here, especially right here with the two head coaches.
Yeah, Tiny McRae right there in the green. He's checking the player. And again, this being a semi-pro league, you're going to see a lot of that kind of thing. They don't do it for the money for the most part. I don't know if they get semi-pro. I don't know. Not that it's any of our business, but love of the game. Love of the game is the number one thing they're doing it for. So to see both teams, when something like this happens, really show concern. That's excellent. But again, just a good, solid performance through the first three quarters by the Cobras. The head coach did mention that all he was expecting today was domination. I think he has to be pretty pleased about what's going on so far.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that this has been a domination. I don't know how much more the Cobras can do at this point. They've pretty much done everything right on both sides of the ball, offense, defense, and special teams as well. We've seen a lot of good things from them, and I expect to see that throughout the rest of the season. When we were talking off camera with the owners of the team, they said that's exactly what they're expecting this season. Is they want to come out, they want to dominate each and every game, and they're not exactly surprised at this score right now. This is what they wanted to do. They wanted to come in, they wanted to prove themselves, show themselves. So I think what we see right now is something, I don't want to put it out there, that we could expect though the rest of the season.
And there are three other home games that they will be playing, including next Saturday, April 1st. Take a look at the schedule here as soon as I can dig it up. But yeah, they play a total of 8 games, 4 on the road and 4 here at Salvy Blandino Field. Next week they'll be taking on a team called the Kings. And then they'll have a bye the week after that. April 8th they do not play. Then on the 15th of April, their first away game against a team called the Fires. Back here on the 22nd, they'll be taking on the Knights here at Salvy Blandino Field. A road game on April 29th against the Tigers. The Fire comes down to Salvy Blandino Field on May 6th, and then they finish the regular season with 2 road games against these very same guys here, the Militia, and then they'll take on, that's on the 13th of May, and on the 20th of May, they will wrap up the regular season against the Kings. So 8-game season, and if it goes anything like today's game, as you see right there, if it goes anything like a 48-0 kind of game throughout the season, that means a lot of success for this first-year program. And what impresses me mostly is that on both sides of the ball and the special teams, they've made plays. The tackling is superior. They did have the 1 penalty on the hit, but nonetheless, for the most part, they are playing solid football. We'll take another break here, be back in a moment. 48-0, the Cobras lead the Militia. We'll be back in a minute.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Welcome back to Salvy Blandino Field, the season opening game for the Cobras taking on the New Jersey Militia. A 48-0 lead for the Cobras. The injured player, we get a preliminary report that it's his elbow that is injured, and they are wrapping up what looks like one of those big bandages around the elbow, so it looks like that is what it is. So he will be toted off on a stretcher, and we wish him all the best. The two teams milling on the field, and again, showing good sportsmanship as we talked about. The head coach from the Militia came over to check it out. And the player will get his attention and the stretcher treatment just to be safe and safeguard any further things from happening and going wrong with the elbow. But it has been quite a start to this season by the gentlemen that you see on the screen there, the Cumberland County Cobras, all of them contributing big time to a big victory, at least a big score at the moment. Fred Melendez, along with Ariel Melendez and a great staff of directors and camera people here at Joe Salvy Blandino. I know it's good because I know Joe Blandino very well. I knew I was going to do that once. Salvy Blandino Field, the home of the Bridgeton Youth Football League.
I think a good sign to see as well. We'll double check on the number just to make sure we have the right player once he does get up. But they are getting him to sit up at this point, which is a good sign to see because he was down for quite a while and we weren't really sure up here what was going on at first, but it's good to see him sitting up and as they'll get the stretcher ready for him. But we'll double check on that number in a minute. We've kind of narrowed it down, but want to make sure we get his name as they get ready to get him up on the stretcher.
This also gives us a moment to thank our sponsors. They help us bring you these games here at Anointed Hands, New Life Church, Mintz Insurance, Advanced Treads, and Soul of the Sea. Those are the fine people that are sponsoring us for these games that we're going to be bringing you.
And you can see here a couple guys helping him get up. Good sign to see. And that is number 32. We'll grab his name for you.
All right, 32 will be Raymond Phillips.
And you can see they've got the bag around elbow. But again, just using the stretcher, just precaution. You want to make sure you get him out as safely as possible. But definitely a good sign to see him back up on his feet. He was down for quite some time. Just want to keep that area as immobilized as you can.
Yeah, anybody who's ever had an elbow situation, usually it's preceded by that numbing effect if you hit it a certain way. And I'm sure that had a lot to do with the timing of his being on the ground there.
And you see here they're trying to clear the way. Cobras, again, doing a nice job. Just all standing around giving support to Phillips there.
Yep. Crowd already gave him a nice applause, and they'll probably give him another one as soon as the stretcher starts to move. Once again, we're very glad to have you with us here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and on Channel 22 on the local TV network cable. And let's see, I haven't had much of a chance to mention people who are watching, so that's what we're going to do right now. We Eric Fleeks, glad to have you with us. Brittany Carter is with us. I hope I say this right. It's Vicel Waters or Vicel Waters. Contre Mullock, Danielle Williams, and believe it or not, we have a mention here from the actual league, the Northeast Atlantic Football League, saying great job to both teams. Militia, hats off for fighting till the end and never quitting. That's a good comment right there. Awesome foundation for your first ever game in semi-pro football. You guys have the foundation. Let's keep it growing together. Shout outs also to other people watching us on Facebook Live. Mark Lacey, a regular viewer on our broadcast, whether it's basketball, baseball, football. And Quan Bowleg, also a big-time member of the youth football team in Millville, and of course one of the assistant coaches as well for the football team at the high school, the state champion Thunderbolts of Millville. All right, we're just about set to get back to play. We are going to start with the fourth quarter here, so that's why you see the two teams in different directions now, as we're going to resume play at the start of the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Militia. Again, a low snap. Pass is complete. And again, another strong hit, but staying on his feet. That is great effort again by number 9. We'd love to have his name because he's had 2 good plays in this series alone where he just didn't give up.
He bounced right off that tackle. It looked like it was going to be another big booming hit that we've seen from this Cobra defense, but he took that hit and just kept going.
Pickup of about 4 yards. So it's 2nd down and 6. The ball is spotted at the Cobra 47-yard line. I'll check that, 43. These are 10-yard marks. We don't have the luxury of those 5-yard markers or hash marks, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. 2nd down. 2 wide receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. A fake handoff. Quarterback throwing and completing as he inbounds is the only question. I think he's going to get credit for the catch. The official says, yes, good catch. So number 4 on that reception. And a new 1st down for the Militia.
And again, I'm not sure if Hans is just getting lucky by not seeing the guys right behind him. But you see number 80 just charging him from behind and just able to get that ball and a nice catch there. Able to keep the feet on the kind of drive that the Militia want to have, to be able to get down the field.
So a new set of downs for the New Jersey Militia. Ball is at the Cobra 30-yard line. This is the drive that Ariel and I are talking about. They just want to get one scoring drive to get that shutout off the board.
And like Hans here going to his running backs and just letting them know what's going on.
I agree too.
Very long count.
There's a lot of confusion, yeah.
Nothing going right on that play.
I don't know that anybody knew what was going on there because.
Salute. I love it. Oh, I love it.
Oh, man.
You go ahead with your bad self, Daryl Chestnut.
These guys are having fun, you can tell.
Oh, that was great. Tell you, these guys know who the cameras are. That's exuberance, excitement, and that's what these kind of games bring to the semi-pro level. They're here to play because they enjoy playing. Loss of 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 13. Again, a long count. Good snap. Fake handoff. That would be a lateral if you were counting it as not a forward pass. Good movement. Again, number 9 getting it done. He's not going to get much yardage, but I'll tell you what, he made it look good.
And a nice stiff arm to even get him because he was going to lose a couple yards there if he wasn't able to get past. But yeah, number 9, again, as you said, really wish we had a name. Maybe we might have to take it out later. He's had quite a game for a bunch of squad that hasn't had a lot of positives. See right here, just a really nice stiff arm.
That set him up for whatever he could get. He ran laterally for the most part, so not much yardage. He gets 3 yards. And it's 3rd down and 11 from the 31.
I was going to say, after all that, looked like he was going to get a pretty big gain there, but Probe was able to bring him down before he could get anywhere because he had a lot of open field in front of him.
Well, again, with the score being what it is, this is 4 down territory. It's 3rd and 11, so if they don't get the 1st down, they will be going for it on 4th down. So the Militia looking to make something happen here. Third and 11. 11 minutes left in the game. Quarterback fires, complete. And he's got a lane to the outside. He's going to win it. And there's that touchdown that they wanted. The numberless player. Yeah, you're going to keep that ball because that's the inaugural. I thought he was going to keep it for a second. He picked it up, gave it to the official. That was a great play. Great throw. Great eyes and vision for the receiver to find that the left side was, and it turns out to be a 31-yard touchdown as we see it again here. Good throw by the quarterback here. Fired it right in there. Good catch. Went up, climbed the ladder to get it, and then just dashed into that left corner of the end zone. Yep, the celebration now. He's shooting it down. These guys are creative. Very creative with their celebrations. Going for 2 here. Quarterback hands directing some people to go in certain directions. 2-point conversion attempt. Again, a low snap. And he's going to fumble the ball, so the conversion will fail. And again, that rough afternoon for that young man right there continues. Justin Hans could not escape the pressure. The 2-point conversion is not good. So with just under 10 minutes to go in this game, 48-6, but the Militia's on the scoreboard. We'll take a break and be right back in a moment.
We're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
There's the man who's done a lot of good things offensively, number 9 for the New Jersey Militia. He has not given up one iota, and he'll be handling the kickoff for the Militia, as they are now on the scoreboard with a touchdown pass at 31 yards. Little onside kick activity. Good catch, and just takes it down to the ground. So the Cobras still have possession. I know that they practice those onside kicks a lot, and it looked like that player right there was very ready for that ball to come to him.
Yeah, and as we've said for the Militia, there's nothing to lose for you at this point. So you're going to try and run, kind of every play in your book just to get practice, just to get it out there and see what you can do. Because you never know, again, what may happen. So they're going to give you just every play in their playbook and see if they can make something happen.
Again, this is the first game that they have played as a franchise, so they have some things to get mature on. But hey, the one thing I will say about them, they play the whole game. And they've shown that, especially here in the second half.
Yeah, and that's a real positive thing. You haven't seen anybody give up. We saw some heads hanging maybe a little bit earlier, but they're going to play the whole game and not give up an inch.
Handoff, left side run. Again, a good run, finding his holes. He's got a first down. Just strong running right there, up the middle. That is number 5, Tyson Still, who's had his share of great runs today. Tyson Still. Just took the blocks that he got and then turned it into a big play. Ball is inside the Militia 30-yard line, 28. First and 10 for the Cobras. Elijah Williams now at the quarterback spot, number 13. Yeah, this is where you try a few different players in different spots to see what you have depth-wise. Ball is loose. A lot of bodies converging. And we'll see who winds up with it.
Militia's saying it's their way, but of course they're gonna. And it is. Another strong defensive play from the Militia.
That time, number 11 coming away with it. So the New Jersey Militia back on offense, and they have some time to work with. 5:42 and counting. See where the ball got loose here.
It was right off the snap.
Yeah, it
was right off the snap. And it looked like the quarterback was able to fall back on it, but a good job again by this Militia defense. This second half, the Militia defense has really stepped up.
You never know what kind of scrums go on in those little huddles when a whole bunch of players meet for the ball. So even though the quarterback had a pretty decent shot at it, good job of pursuit by the defense for the Militia, and they get the turnover. 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Last-minute discussion there. Under 5 minutes left in this game. Man in motion. Snap. Across the middle. Oh, what a great catch. Across the 40-yard line. That was a one-handed stab. What a catch. Number 4 making a big-time play with that one.
The way he was able to stay on his feet as well right after the catch allowed him to get a couple extra.
Again, you can see the pride here as number 4 getting a lot of congratulations from his teammates after that catch and a good gain afterwards. He got tackled right there, but he got a big play on a great first down, just shy of midfield. The Militia at their own 49-yard line. Under 4 to go now. And in motion to the near side. Back to throw. Has time this time to throw. Forward pitch and a good play again. Across the 40. Another first down by the Militia.
That's again number 9 with a nice snag and run.
And a good read by the quarterback as well.
Yeah, he saw the pressure coming that time.
Justin Hans saw the pressure, saw the outlet feed to that man right there. And a big play. First down at the 37-yard line.
Man, she is quick on this stuff. You guys better make sure your levels are perfect.
Well, you know they want to score at least once more, and they have a chance to do so. Plenty of time for them.
Yeah, this has been a good drive for them. I think probably one of their, even the fact that they scored on their laps, is probably one of their best sustainable offensive drives.
There's one across the middle, another great throw and catch.
And he almost broke through that.
Yep. He's excited, and he's letting the opposition know that, yeah, that was a good play by me. Oh, Morrow. If that jersey is correct, that's another great catch.
And he's fighting through these tackles this entire time, too.
1st and 10. Inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. Good snap from center, rolling to his right. Has a man across the middle, and there's a catch, and is he in the end zone?
I think he's just, we're going to see.
I don't see any touchdown indication.
Outside. Yeah, I think he's just outside the end zone. Maybe at the 1.
Is that Morrow again, number 9?
Yep, of course.
He's been the man on the offense in this half for sure. He was the numberless player.
That was one of them. Yeah, I think they really are at the 1, or possibly even that. And you can see him. He had the hand. He's like, I want it. And a great catch, especially coming right down on him as he caught the ball.
He got inside the 1 based on where they have the down marker. It's right next to the goal line.
But you can still see it.
1st and goal right at the goal line area. The toss, and it's in. Did he catch it?
No. It's incomplete.
Come on, you don't even have to.
The coverage there, it was solid. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal.
I wish there was a way to feed in. Maybe
Freddie Hill with the coverage on that, number 7. Now you would think they'd try at least one run here, because they're right there at the goal line practically.
Well, especially with this commentating.
2nd and goal. Little toss, and it is a touchdown.
And
man of the hour.
And that guy deserves that touchdown right there. He's done a lot of good things for the Militia on offense, so a well-deserved touchdown for him in this one.
He has played one whale of a second half. Moru or Smoro? Trying to read those names.
From what I've heard, I'm not sure that jerseys.
Well, yeah, these are makeshift.
Correct, these are borrowed jerseys, so.
Correct.
But I think we do really have to figure out this kid's name by the end of it. Right.
The conversion is good. So if anyone has really stepped up, I give credit to the quarterback, too. He has found his rhythm. But that young man right there has made a lot of good plays in the second half, and he just scored the touchdown and the two-point conversion, and that is how this game is going to end. So that positive note that the Militia was looking for translates into 2 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter. The two teams will meet and shake hands across the midfield stripe, but what a debut by the home team. The Cumberland County Cobras winning this one 48-14. And really, they just dominated in every phase of the game. Defensively, offensively, special teams was very good. George Gibbs right there, the coach with the glasses that is being right there. You see him, he popped into the picture. He's got to be very content. He's the one that said that he wants to see domination, or he thought he would see it. And that's exactly what the Cobras gave their head coach and their players. Assistant coaches, so great overall performance by the Cobras to start their season here in the Northeast Atlantic Football League. And of course the head coach right there for the other squad, Tiny McCrae, has to be happy with the way that the second half went for his squad.
Yeah, it was a really strong second half for the Militia. I think for the Cobras, we had heard that they were going to start putting some of the JV players in to get a shot there in that second half. But yeah, a lot of credit goes to the Militia. They could have given this one up. At that point, what were we, about 40-0 at the end of the first half? But hats off to them as well for not giving in at all and having a pretty strong second half. Able to get a couple touchdowns on the board. That last quarter was real, especially strong for them, and able to just give them something positive to come out of this one with, and getting a couple touchdowns on the board. Yeah, all credit to the quarterback there, hanging in there for the Militias. He got thrown on the ground all night, but a lot of credit to him is he really stepped up as well in that last couple drives. Was really throwing the ball well, and number 9, of course, as well. Did a lot of good things all game long for the Militia as well.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here and wrap this game up. 48-13. Oh, the scoreboard says 13, but it is 14.
It is 14,
the two-point conversion, so we have the right score. Scoreboard says 13. We're going to say 14. So there you have it, 48-14. We'll be back with the final parts of this game in just a moment.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family.
Happy birthday.
Birthdays and homework. The upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance. Our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 ingredients in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Life puts a lot of demands on us. There's our jobs, those community and charity projects, our friends, and the demands of the family,
Happy birthday.
birthdays and homework, the upkeep and maintenance of our homes, cars, and possessions. Maybe it's time to really weigh out the things of greater importance, our relationship with God. Let us help you. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
You just gotta watch it. When you cross the phone, the audio comes back. Then you replay that.
Are you looking for great soul food? You found it at Soul of the Sea. Try our delicious seafood.
21 degrees in our soul sauce.
From fried fish and shrimp to our combo plate.
We put soul in our soul food.
And if you're a meat lover, we got you covered with our ribs and chicken plates. We feature great sides from collards to mac and cheese. And we have a whole selection of our homemade juices. Soul of the Sea, 622 North High Street, Millville, New Jersey.
Are you looking for more than just a haircut? We offer the spa experience for men and women. For men, we have cuts, styles, fades, tapers, designs, and hot towels and a shave.
For our ladies, we have cuts, styles, nails, facials, and a host of other services, using our own product line.
Call today, 856-440-5467.
Eyes. Everybody has them. They allow us to see the world around us. They also allow us to see the world within you. They express happiness, sadness, uncertainty, doubt, and fear. Shouldn't they express the love of Jesus to all who look into your eyes? If you don't know Jesus, we can introduce you to him every Sunday morning. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community. Local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century.
Quinn Broadcasting, in association with the Northeast Atlantic Football League, presents Cobra Football. Let's join the action as the Cobras take on their rival. Here's your commentators for today's exciting game.
Back here at the Salvy Blandino complex, the home of the Bridgeton Youth Football League, and now the home of the Northeast Atlantic Football League, Cumberland County Cobras. A big victory for the Cobras in their debut game of the 2023 season here, 48-14. We have the winning head coach here, George Gibbs. We talked to you before the game, and I remember you said what you're looking for was domination. Do you think that was delivered today?
Oh, man, a lot of it, yeah. I mean, we had some things that we have to work on, but, you know, the guys really came out and they dominated on both sides of the ball, so we're excited about that.
Well, you got two defensive scores as well, of the fumble recovery and the interception, and just everybody on offense looked sharp. The tackles were sharp. I know the penalties are a thing, but coaches, and I said this during break, coach will look at those little negative plays. There you mentioned it. But really a solid performance by your guys today.
They were hungry. You know, it's been a while. We only have one scrimmage, so them guys really wanted to play today. They were messaging each other all night long, and they're excited about this game. So next week we got a real big game. They're a tough team. So we just got to come out and play better, be more dominant, so we can dominate that game also.
Yeah, and just to go a little bit, obviously a little bit unfortunate. Number 32, Raymond Phillips, went down there at the end there. We heard it was his elbow. Do we have any kind of update on how he's doing right now?
We don't know yet. Once we leave here, we'll be heading over there to see what's going on. You hate to see things like that happen, but it was ugly. It didn't look good at all.
And how good was it to see, though, the sportsmanship, both, from even the opposing coach coming over just to check on him? How good was it to see that?
That was great. He said he's an EMT, and he was giving us some advice on how to take care of him, like while he's on the ground. So, that was a lot of love coming from the other side of the field.
Excellent to see the sportsmanship for sure. The one area that I also want to talk about is the way that your defense tackled. Solid tackles throughout the game. Good wrapping technique. I know you guys work on it, but what did you think about the way you guys made your tackles today?
Well, a lot of the guys that play defense, they played defense all their career. High school, the tackling is just easy for them. That's the second nature of these guys. The guys are hungry. They see somebody with a ball, they right away. They don't hesitate to go get them, and we got great linebackers. They got a vision for the ball. It's awesome. D tackles, same thing. Our D line is amazing. And our DBs, they just wait for somebody to get near that ball so they can take them out. You seen it. They're hungry. They're hungry. So I'm looking forward to next week.
Well, you made a very rough day for the opposing quarterback. I think he saw a lot of your players throughout the game.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that you certainly want to see from your defense.
Oh yeah. We want. That's all we talk about. If someone got that ball, you go get them. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it. Go. You go get them. And that's what our defensive coordinator. He works hard with them guys all week. I'm really proud of our defense and the offense side.
Yeah, I don't know if we mentioned it the pregame, but the assistant coaches, you want to make mention of them again?
Oh, yes. Our defensive coordinator is Jeff Morgan. Offensive coordinator is Mike Gibbs. Our running back and special team coach, Woody Humphreys. And we also have our running back coach is Raymond Lynn.
All in conjunction, really did a job today. 48-14 was the final. Coach, congratulations on your opening day win.
Thank you.
George Gibbs, our guest here, and we're going to just quickly wrap up things. Ariel, what do you think about this game in general?
I mean, we expected this to be a domination, as George Gibbs said
so
here.
So did the coach.
we had some of the players as well, player owners. Anthony Morrow, Maurice Atwell said this is what they expect. This is what they expect throughout the season. This is what they want to do. They want to dominate. They want to break records. Is what I believe we heard from them. So I think we're off to a pretty good start here. and what they want to do throughout the season is they really want to make a statement this year. And I think, at least based off of game number 1, I think we're really going to see that this year.
Yeah, they made a very emphatic victory here, a 48-14 final score, and really that was 40-0 at halftime. And again, I think what coaches definitely like when they have a score like that, they get other players into the game, give them experience. And even though technically the Militia won the second half 13-8, nonetheless, the game was over pretty much at halftime with the dominance of those first 2 quarters. And again, just every part of the game was solid. The offense, the defense, the special teams, and 2 defensive scores. I mean, you really have – I know coaches find those negatives like he did, but, man, it's tough to find them when you win a game like this and just dominate like that.
Yeah, there really is. It really is hard to find anything that went wrong. And you almost, though, you like a coach like that, though. You don't want the coach to go, oh, that was perfect. You guys did nothing wrong. You always want to find those things. His immediate first thing, when we talked about the domination, yeah, but we still got a couple things to work on.
Exactly.
So the fact that in his mind that wasn't their perfect best, oh, man, that means we're going to be in for quite a season if that wasn't the best effort that this team could give.
Yeah, it's going to be a delight to cover these games. The Northeast Atlantic Football League coverage right here on Quinn Broadcasting. The Cumberland County Cobras coming here and playing their first game at Salvy Blandino Field, and really played a tremendous game throughout. A little bit, again, good job for the Militia to come back in that second half and compete. They really competed, but a big win for the home team. And speaking of teams, we have a good one that brought you this game. Our director, of course, Ryan Narowski. Our camera people, Ozzy Mori, Becca Panchasine, Brandon Kiley, and Dela Soriano. Is that the way to say it?
We're going to go with it.
Dela. We'll get it next time, that's for sure. That's right. And for Ariel Melendez, yours truly, Fred Melendez. I hope that you join us. We're going to be here again next week, same time, 4:15, correct? We'll have the second game of the season before they take it to the road. But if it's anything like today, it's going to be good football performances by the guys that they call themselves the Cobras. Have yourselves a great night. Our final score, once again, the Cobras defeat the Militia 48-14. Have a good night and join us again next Saturday.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.